You spend a lot of time doing tracking, but at the end of the day, you have a lot of bad tracks. So how do we clean them up? In this video, I will show you guys how to clean up a bad track and get a better camera solve. So guys, when doing camera tracking, you have a lot of things going on in the scene, tracking all things, but you don't really focus on the bad track. And the good thing is that we have this green and red curve that represent each tracking markers in the scene. And this curve say a lot about how good and how bad our tracking markers are. Now, when you look closely at the curves, you see that we have a lot of curves that float on the same wave. And for some reason, there are some curves that slide off. And the ones that slide off are those ones that we need to delete. They are the bad tracks in the scene. Now, right click on the curve you want to delete. Now press X to delete it. It's quite simple, but you have to be patient and you have to do this very diligent. So what I'll do now is to clean up all the bad tracking in my scene, and let's see what we get in solving this camera. Now this is very clean. As you can see that we have all those curves on the same wave now. The next thing to do now is to go to the solve. Then let's solve this. Just click on the solve. Now we are unable to do this. First click on the keyframe. Now let's solve once again. Now the solve is done, but we have some bad track because of this blue curve we have on the scene is very wavy. So what we do now is to just input some camera information into the blender so it can take that information to solve the camera properly once again. So I will add my sensor width and my focal length of the camera, I shot width. So now I will have to solve this once again. Click on optical flare. So let's solve this once again. So by doing this is very wrong. You can see that the tracker is very bad once again. So there are some things to do. We have to look at the keyframe. So you can see that we have to select where the curve is very wave to each other. So I will just select this, then I will add them to the frame A and the frame B. Then I will solve once again. So after this, you can see that this blue line is straight, and that means the tracking is good. Even when you look at the solve error, you have solve error of 0.43. That means the tracking is perfect. If you have 0 point or 1 point, the tracking is good. So now we can just set our tracking into scene, and let's see what we get. So add the camera to scene, then set floor and do all those stuff. So we can set floor by picking the parallel track on the floor. So there's set floor. Now pick one as the origin, and let's set distance. So setting distance is quite tricky, but you have to do it really like. And it's too far, it's too near for me, so I need to set it to be far. So that we just set it like that, and when you just play it, you see that this tracking is good. And this is how you clean up your track and input camera information so that you get a better solve.